So sometimes we have to just fill in a whole bunch of numbers in a pattern. There are a couple pretty easy ways to do that on most any spreadsheet. So again, I'm on a LibreOffice spreadsheet, which is something from it came from OpenOffice. Uh, so for instance, if I just want the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to something, maybe I have a label for my column. So here's numbers, and I might put in 1, 2, and on almost any spreadsheet, if I then click and highlight in the middle like this, these two, usually there's a little box on the right hand side, and if I just start pulling down like that, you see over by the side of it, there's the number I'm at, and so I could keep going down. I could just keep going down to 386 if that's what I want to do, and let go, and there are all my numbers. Okay, so that's one way, and notice if I grab it and come back up, let it go, okay, that'll be fine. If I come back down, that'll be fine. So I can do that, and I'll scroll back up, and just so I have everything here on one page, we'll just go to 25. Okay, so that's one way. Another way is, I could have my numbers, and I would, I again just need to start with something. So there's 1, and I could use a formula. So I could say equals, and well, I'll take that number and add 1 to it, and so I get 2. And then if I just copy that down, so I can copy that in a number of ways. So I could say copy, and if I paste in here, paste, then the formula is updated correctly, and so now it's saying B3 plus 1, so it's just taking the cell above me and adding 1, and I can fill it in that way. So that's one way to do a copy and paste. Another way to basically do copy and paste is fill in, and I can, just like I dragged over here, now in this case, because I just want that formula there, I can just drag one box, but grab hold of it and drag it down, and you see it fills in, and it's filling in with the formula. Okay, so it did it that way. So this, you see, has a formula. This over here does not have a formula. It's just the number 16. And other ways you can fill in very quickly are, if I already have a column filled in, then if I want to fill this next column in all the way down to the bottom of the first column, I can simply double click on that little box, and it fills it in. So that's nice. So if if I were to go up here and get rid of all these things, I'll just delete them. Now again, this is the first place I have the formula, so it's the first place I want to fill in from. That is not a formula. That does have a formula. But I could do it from clear up here. So again, I'll hover over that little box on the bottom right hand corner, double click, and it fills it all in. That's pretty exciting when it does that. And if you have a different pattern, like you need to go by threes or something like that, so maybe the first number is 1, the next number is 4, this should allow you to do the same sort of thing. So I highlight both so it knows what my pattern is, and notice, see, it goes to 7, then 10, and so forth. So I can go up by threes if that's what I need to do. Filling in this way, I do really need to drag it down. If I go back up here and say I double click here, I don't know, maybe it'll work, but oh yeah, okay, so I double clicked on it and it filled it in just like it did before with the copy and paste. So that's a really nice way, if you've got data in the column next to it, a really nice quick way to fill everything in. And again, similar with the formula, if I needed to go up by threes, I would just say equals. I usually click on the cell as opposed to type it in the D2. I could have typed it and then +3, get my 4 there. If I again double click to fill everything in, or if I drag it down, so again this time I'm dragging it down, drag it down, it fills everything in just the way I need. So that is, of course I forgot my labels up here on top for my numbers, but that is a way to get a sequence of numbers that fit a pattern very, very quickly. Is you can either just start the pattern, highlight a few numbers, and then fill it in the rest of the way using either dragging or clicking, depending on what will work best for you in that moment. Or you can do as we did in this column, in the fourth column, second and fourth column, that we use formulas to do that.